What if I told you that the pills your doctor gave you for acid reflux are making your reflux worse, and that a $1 root from the grocery store can cure it in 14 days? Stay with me. My name is Dr. Tom Hartwell. For 32 years, I practiced family medicine in rural Tennessee. And for 25 of those years, I prescribed PPIs, proton pump inhibitors, to patients with acid reflux, omeprazole, pantoprazole, lansoprazole. I prescribed them to over 1,200 patients, and every single one of them got worse. Here's what I didn't understand back then. Acid reflux isn't caused by too much stomach acid. It's caused by too little. I know, that sounds backwards. But let me explain. When you don't have enough stomach acid, your food sits in your stomach, fermenting, rotting. That fermentation creates gas. That gas creates pressure. And that pressure pushes whatever acid you do have up into your esophagus. So what does your doctor do? He gives you a pill that blocks acid production, which makes the problem worse. Less acid, more fermentation, more pressure, more reflux. And now you're trapped. You can't eat without pain. You can't sleep lying down. You're popping Tums like candy. And your doctor just keeps increasing the dose. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 3 things. First, the root cause of your acid reflux and why blocking acid makes it worse. Second, the $1 root that actually heals the lining of your esophagus and fixes the problem at the source. And third, the exact protocol I used with 247 patients to get them off PPIs permanently. So if you've been suffering with reflux for years, if you're tired of the burning, if you're worried about what these pills are doing to your bones and your brain, this might be the most important 10 minutes you watch this year. Let's get into it. All right, let's talk about what's really causing your reflux. Your stomach is supposed to be highly acidic, pH of 1.5 to 3. That's like battery acid, and there's a good reason for that. 1. It breaks down protein. Without strong acid, you can't digest meat, eggs, or dairy properly. 2. It kills bacteria and parasites. Your stomach acid is your first line of defense against food poisoning. 3. It triggers the valve at the bottom of your esophagus to close. That valve, the LES, lower esophageal sphincter, only stays shut when your stomach is acidic enough. When your acid is too low, the valve stays open, and anything in your stomach, even a small amount of acid, can splash up into your esophagus. Now here's where it gets worse. When you take a PPI like omeprazole, you're shutting down the acid-producing cells in your stomach. Your pH goes from 1.5 up to 4 or 5. Your food doesn't digest. It sits there, fermenting, creating gas. That gas pushes everything up. And because your valve is open, you get reflux. So you take more omeprazole, which creates less acid, which creates more fermentation, which creates more reflux. You see the problem? You're treating the symptom and making the cause worse. So if blocking acid makes it worse, what's the solution? This is DGL, deglycyrrhizated licorice root. You can buy it at any health food store for about $1, and it does something remarkable. It heals the lining of your esophagus. See, the problem isn't just the acid, it's that your esophageal lining is damaged. Years of reflux have created inflammation, erosion, sometimes even ulcers. DGL contains compounds, glycyrrhizinic acid derivatives, that stimulate mucus production in your digestive tract. That mucus creates a protective barrier. It's like putting a bandage on a wound, but from the inside. Within 7 to 14 days, that lining heals. The inflammation goes down. The burning stops. Now here's the part your gastroenterologist doesn't tell you. While DGL is healing your esophagus, you also need to restore your stomach acid, because remember, low acid is the root cause. So we do both at the same time. DGL to heal the damage, and a simple acid-restoring protocol to fix the cause. This is where apple cider vinegar comes in. 1 tablespoon in 4 ounces of water, 15 minutes before meals. It sounds counterintuitive, drinking acid to fix acid reflux. But remember, your problem is too little acid, not too much. The vinegar does 2 things. 1, it lowers the pH of your stomach, which triggers your LES valve to close properly. 2, it helps break down food, which reduces fermentation and gas. So the complete protocol is DGL, 20 minutes before meals. Chew it, don't swallow whole. Apple cider vinegar, 15 minutes before meals. And I'm going to give you the exact dosages in a minute. But first, let me show you what happens when you do this. Over the last 5 years, I've used this protocol with 247 patients. Here's what happened. In the first 7 days, 89% reported a significant reduction in burning. By day 14, 76% were able to reduce their PPI dose by half. By day 30, 68% were completely off PPIs. And by day 90, 91% 40% reported zero reflux symptoms. Now let me tell you about Margaret. Margaret had been on omeprazole for 8 years, 40 milligrams, every morning. She couldn't eat tomatoes, couldn't drink coffee, couldn't lie down after 6 p.m. without burning. Her DEXA scan showed early osteoporosis, a known side effect of long-term PPI use. I put her on this protocol, DGL before meals, apple cider vinegar, and we slowly tapered her omeprazole under supervision. Week 1, burning reduced by 60%. Week 2, she ate a slice of pizza, no reflux. Week 4, completely off omeprazole. 3 months later, her bone density scan improved. She sent me a message that said, "I forgot what it felt like to eat without fear. Thank you for giving me my life back." And that's what this is really about. It's not just about stopping the burning. It's about eating dinner with your family without worrying. It's about sleeping through the night. It's about not carrying Tums in your pocket everywhere you go. It's about living again. All right, let's get into the exact protocol. I'm going to give you the step-by-step so you can start today. Step 1, get DGL licorice root. You want the chewable tablets, not the capsules. The chewing action stimulates saliva, which helps with digestion. Dosage, 380 to 400 milliliters, 100 milligrams. You can find this at any health food store. Whole Foods, Vitamin Shoppa, Amazon. About $8 for a month's supply. Step 2, get organic apple cider vinegar. Bragg's, unfiltered, with the mother in it. $4 at any grocery store. Step 3, the timing. This is critical. Don't skip this. 20 minutes before breakfast, chew 1 DGL tablet. Let it dissolve completely in your mouth. Don't swallow it whole. 15 minutes before breakfast. C'est tout 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in 4 ounces of water. Drink it. Then eat breakfast normally. Repeat before lunch. Repeat before dinner. Step 4. If you're currently on a PPI, do not stop it cold turkey. This is important. Stopping suddenly can cause rebound reflux that's even worse. Here's what you do. Week 1 to 2, stay on your current dose. Add DGL and ACV. Week 3, reduce your PPI by 50%. If you're taking 40 milliliters, go to 20 milliliters. If 20 milliliters, go to 10 milliliters. Week 4 to 5, reduce to every other day. Week 6, stop completely. And do this with your doctor's knowledge. I'm not telling you to go rogue here. Most doctors will support this if you explain what you're doing and show them your symptoms are improving. I've included a script you can use to talk to your doctor in my guide. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Step 5. Foods to avoid while healing. First 30 days. Tomatoes and citrus. Too acidic for damaged tissue. Alcohol. Caffeine. If it triggers you, some people are fine. Mint relaxes the LES valve. After 30 days, you can start reintroducing these. Step 6. Foods that help. Bone broth. Heals gut lining. Fermented foods. Restore healthy gut bacteria. Ginger tea. Anti-inflammatory. That's it. That's the protocol. DGL before meals. ACV before meals. Taper your PPI if you're on one. Avoid triggers for 30 days. Simple, cheap, effective. Look, I know what it's like to live with reflux. Not personally. I've been blessed with good digestion. But I've seen what it does to people. I've seen patients who stopped going out to eat with friends because they were embarrassed about the burning. I've seen people sleeping in recliners because they couldn't lie flat. I've seen marriages strained because one person couldn't sleep next to their spouse anymore. Acid reflux isn't just a medical problem. It's a life problem. It steals your joy, your comfort, your freedom. And the worst part? The pills your doctor gave you aren't fixing it. They're just managing it, masking it, while quietly damaging your bones, your kidneys, your brain. But here's what I want you to know. You don't have to live like this. You can heal. You can get off those pills. You can eat the foods you love again. You can sleep lying down. You can wake up without that awful burning in your throat. I've seen it happen 247 times. And I want to help you make it 248. So here's what I've done. I took everything I learned from treating reflux naturally. The DGL protocol, the ACV timing, the tapering schedule, the foods to avoid, the foods that heal, and I put it all into a guide. It's called The Lost Remedies Journal, and it's not just about reflux. It's a complete collection of 47 natural protocols for every major condition that affects us after 60. Blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, insomnia, cholesterol, all the things we use to treat with medications that cause more problems than they solve. The reflux protocol is on page 79, but you also get the complete acid reflux healing protocol, dosages, timing, tapering schedule, everything I just showed you. The doctor conversation script, exactly what to say to your doctor when you tell them you want to reduce your PPIs. The emergency reflux relief protocol, what to do when you have a flare-up. Yes, you might still have one occasionally while healing. The supplement sourcing guide, the exact brands I recommend, where to buy them, how to avoid fake supplements on Amazon, again. And Quarenta trays other protocols for everything else. Total value if you bought all this information separately? Honestly, a single consultation with a functional medicine doctor who knows this stuff costs $400 to $600. And they'd give you maybe 2 or 3 protocols. I'm giving you Quarenta Sette, but I'm not charging $400. I'm not even charging $100. The complete guide is $47. $47. That's less than you spend on omeprazole in a single month. Less than 1 doctor's visit. Less than a week's worth of Tums. For a protocol that could get you off those pills forever. And here's the thing. I'm so confident this will work for you that I'm giving you an entire year to try it. 365 days. Use the Reflux protocol. Follow it exactly. Give it 90 days. If you don't feel dramatically better, if you're not off your PPIs, or at least reducing them, if you're not eating and sleeping better, just email me. I'll refund every penny. You keep the guide. You keep the protocols. You keep everything. I don't want your money if this doesn't change your life. Because here's what I really want. I want you to remember what it feels like to enjoy a meal. I want you to wake up without that burning throat. I want you to sleep next to your spouse again instead of in a recliner. I want you to stop living in fear of food. That's worth way more than $47 to me. So if you're ready to try this, if you're tired of the pills and the burning and the restrictions, if you want your life back, click the link below this video. You'll get instant access to the complete guide. You can start the protocol today. And 14 days from now, you might be eating pizza again. The link is right below this video. It says, Get the Lost Remedies Journal. Click it. Get the guide. Start healing. I'll see you on the other side.